This morning I will show you how to keep the water level and at what level to keep the water level. As a guide, you can see these tiles here on the side. The maximum level of water should be right here where the tiles end, but normally I don't keep it that high at all. Normally the maximum I keep is like between leaving 1 and 2 tiles unfilled. The reason we don't want to overfill is because the water will otherwise flow over on these corners and then down, and they will cause erosion to the foundation. So we don't want to do that. Now, the water can become full when it rains a lot. So when it becomes full, we need to drain, and when it's like this, we need to fill water. Here in the back, you can see 2 hoses. One hose, which is currently not connected, this one here with a sprayer, here's the hose, will go back here to the unfiltered, directly to the well pump, and it is unfiltered water. Unfiltered water means there is a lot of solids, calcium, and there's also sulfur in the water. That is the reason we use this sprayer to spray in unfiltered water. What the sprayer does is, as it sprays, the sulfur it will evaporate from the water. So that's why we use the sprayer and spray it in. It's a big fountain, basically. You want all the spray, obviously, to go into the water. But that's why we use the sprayer to put in unfiltered water. Now, when do I put unfiltered water? When do I put filtered water? It really all depends on the calcium measurements that we have, and the analysis, like at Pinch a Penny, that's a store for pool supplies, and they'll do a free analysis of the water. When the water gets too soft, I usually use this water a little bit, and it'll get harder again. When the water gets too hard, here's the second supply. This is filtered water. This is hooked up, and you can see back here, so this is the water tank where the well water from back there goes into the main water tank. It gets filtered, so it goes here through the filter. Here, by the way, is the salt supply, and I'm going to for the water softener. But so this is filtered water, and right now we are a little low, so we turn it on here, and we can just let it go directly into the water, into the pool. So now unfiltered water is flowing into the pool. We're putting more water in. Okay? Now, at the same time, I also want to show you how to drain water if you have too much. Say it rains, or say we have a tropical storm, and it'll give us 2 or 3 or 4 inches of rain. Then the pool would overflow. Now, you might be tempted to use these little drain plugs. I've never opened them. I would not recommend to do so. I don't know how to close them. So the way I drain the pool, and at the same time I clean the pool a little bit, is using this hose and just doing a gravity fed drain. So let me show that to you. So right now water is filling up, but I'm going to just demonstrate this, how you can clean the pool, and cleaning the pool will at the same time suck water out of the pool. So you don't want to clean it too long because the level does drop quite significantly. So I put this is kind of the front end, I'm going to call it, of the hose. Here is the back end of the hose. So I put those in first, and then I put the whole hose into the pool. Alright, so all of the hoses. Now, hopefully I won't drop the phone into the pool. Then you won't have a video to watch, and I won't have a phone anymore. So, okay, so I'm just putting all of the hose is now in the pool. So, of course, now we need to fill the hose with water and then get the flow action started. So, whoops. So here's, the rod. I keep the rod outside, and the end is underwater. And now just, let me just get this started. So now as I push gradually, let me see if you can see this, I'm gradually pushing the hose into the water, and on the other end, this pushes air out of the hose. And you can do this, you just want to make sure that the hose is completely filled with water. And wow, I'm having mosquitoes come. They probably think this is a great, or what are these, moths or something? I don't know. Well, I think it's great that I'm out here. I'm not sure why. If they suck blood or what. It doesn't look like it. They're just moths. Alright. Okay. So usually, I have the end here, and the hose may be already plenty. There is still some air back there, as you see, something's floating there, but we might have enough water in the hose to start the gravity fed flow. So what I'm going to do is, now what I do, and I'm going to put the phone down because I need both hands to do this, I'm going to just cover this as I pull it out of the water, and then I put it into the grass, and the water starts flowing out of the pool. Let me put it down. Let me put the camera down, and hopefully, let me see, maybe I can put it here on the steps of the pool, and you can watch me do this. All right, so you should see me kind of. All right, so let's just, there. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. All right. Well, you don't, now you see me. Okay, so I hold it, take it out. The water starts flowing. Let me get the phone. All right. Okay. Where is it? All right. Here we are. So now, as you can see, the water is just flowing out, and we're out of focus. Now we're in focus. So here you see it flowing out, And at the same time, of course, there's suction down here. That's essentially how you get the water out. I'm just going to use this opportunity to clean the pool a little bit. So I'll put this back here. You can just watch me how this works. So there's really nothing, no magic, you know. It's just pool cleaning. All right. So, because of the weight now, I like to put some of the hose back into the water just because that way I can slide this vacuum better on the floor of the pool. So this is basically, you know, how you can also, when you drain the pool, always take the opportunity to clean it a little bit, especially where the different liner parts are put together, at the seams. Dirt tends to collect there. So like back here, I see some dirt on the seam, and I just go and just like a regular vacuum, I go over it and it'll vacuum the dirt out. There's not that much dirt in there. Oh, there's actually, it's a little decolorized, and so we can clean this a little bit. There's a little dust on the pool sides, so if you feel like it looks too yellowish on the pool floor, or this is what you can do. Now again, with this method you could drain the pool in a few hours. It would completely drain. So don't leave it. Just clean whatever you need to clean. Fill back to the recommended levels that I showed at the beginning of the video. And then when you're done, the way to stop it is just take this out of the water, and the hose will just drain out. It'll become lighter too. And then once the flow stops, take everything out and put it to the side of the pool. There you go. That's it. So now you know how to put in extra water and how to drain. Now, I talked about the maximum, that we don't want it to overfill because it'll drain out here and then cause erosion. We don't want to get it too low either. Here you see the nozzle from the pool pump that puts the water back into the pool. You want this to be immersed in water at any time. So you really don't, you don't want it to go. That's why once you see 3 tiles, I'm going to kind of show back here, 1, 2, 3 tiles back there, it's time to put in water, and I'll get it pretty much up to this level. Here we have 2 tiles. Looks like, back there we have 2 tiles. So I'm just we have a lot of sunny days in the forecast. I'm going to raise the water level to 1 tile, and then I'm going to turn it off. Okay, so it's been about 15-20 minutes. The water level is about, as you know, this is kind of like what I consider an optimal water level. You see, you know, like here you see 1 or 2 tiles. Looks like the pool isn't quite level anymore, because here you only see one tile or 1.5 tiles. All right, so I'm going to turn the water off. Of course, so today is the 23rd of May, Constitution Day in Germany, by the way. All right, so what's the temperature of the water today? It's 30 degrees Celsius or 85 Fahrenheit. So it's pretty warm. It'll get warmer during the day. I think yesterday evening I looked at it, it was around 33 degrees Celsius. Okay, so we're going to turn the water off again. What you hear here is water coming from the well into the water tank, and it smells like sulfur because the water is being sprayed in, and I talked to you about that spray nozzle and the sulfur that. Okay, so now we're just going to close the valve. All right, that's it. Enough water for today. Like I said, in the coming 10 days, we're not expecting any rain here. So expect the water level to drop by as much as 1 tile per day. So you might need to fill in some water a little bit every day. All right, that's it. Enjoy your stay. Bye.